Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of my Minecraft Hardcore series, How Many Hours? Today, the timer is fixed. Shout out to my friend Chris for helping me fix that, or just he fixed it himself. I did nothing, to be honest with you. Shout out to Chris for fixing that. And it is completely accurate. So we are 4 hours and 19 minutes into this world, which isn't very much, but we have quite a bit to show for it. So in the last episode, if you missed it, we have a nice little farm here. We have our little tent and campsite, and we have this new stable that we're going to put all our sheep and cows in, and maybe horses if we ever get to that point. We also have like a diamond pickaxe, we have full iron enchant table, the 3 axolotls, always keep those in mind, and just a ton of other gear. And in this episode, I want to for sure get the cows into the stable over there, make a little wheat farm just here so that way we can feed them and breed them whenever. And I also want to work with villagers today. So mainly the cows and the sheep, the villagers, villager breeder, and hopefully we can get an iron farm in today. I also want to do some exploring, hopefully go to the nether, but I don't know if that will be possible. Because if you remember from last time, our spawn is absurdly bad. But, you know me, I get distracted all the time, so I don't know if we're going to hit all those plants today, but that's the goal. Alright, let's get these cows moved over here. We need some wheat. Alright, the cows well, just the cows for now are already in there. We need to head to sleep before I die because of nighttime sadness. Nighttime badness. So we're pretty situated on food and whatnot. So let's go pay a visit to those villagers. We are back at the igloo. So we found these 2 villagers down here. If I could go down the ladder. This guy still isn't converted. Okay, we're gonna wait for him to convert. And then I'm not really sure how I plan to bring these guys back up. I guess I could do a bubble column, but I don't know. Oh. I would have to go to the nether and get some soul sand. I'm not sure how close we are to soul sand in the nether. I could also make like a piston elevator, or I could go to the other village and bring them from the other village.
Hello, Future Beanbon here. Turns out my mic was muted the entirety of these clips, and I thought I was talking to you guys the entire time. So that's a little awkward, but I'm just going to voice over a lot of this part. Basically, I decided that it's not even worth it to deal with the villagers and try to get them up the bubble column. And instead, I was going to go towards the village that I found that was near spawn, bring the villagers from the actual village all the way back to spawn, because I figured it would be better to build the iron farm as well as the villager breeder in the spawn chunk, so that way they're always running no matter where I am on the map. I ended up getting distracted and making that farm that I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. So yeah, that's done. Once I got to the villagers, I decided that the best course of action would be to take the villagers in a minecart to spawn, which just doesn't sound too bad because it's only about 400 blocks, but I only had 32 rails. So it took a lot longer than I was planning for it to. Once I got to the spot, I decided to do a little time lapse, and I will show you that while I talk over it. I want to talk about a couple things during this short time lapse. First of all, you can probably tell I got a new mic, so hopefully it'll sound a lot better than the old one. 2, this villager breeder slash mining out the area for the iron farm took roughly, I would say, an hour and a half from by the looks of the time. And I also wanted to show them a clip of me finding a ocean temple in between when I was traveling back and forth trying to get resources to mine out this giant area.
So I was just working on getting the villager breeder done. It's actually done now. But now I'm going to start working towards a iron farm. But I found a guardian temple. I'm going to just save the coordinates to it for now, but we'll have to go explore it sometime. I gotta go find another portal to get back to my house because I don't want to travel another 2,000 blocks again. So I'm looking for a ruined one. If not, I'm just going to go underground and grab some obsidian and then take another portal back. And I'll see you guys when I finish the iron farm.
Also on my way back from my house, I was watching a stream and I was trying to kill an iron golem and nearly died. 1 heart, very close. I also had to get the rest of the items for the iron farm, so here's a short compilation of me getting them. Done. So I finished the iron farm and the villager breeder and everything that you guys just saw. However, the villagers weren't breeding for a bit, so I have to wait until... I think I hear a baby villager now, actually. Let me check. Never mind. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm gonna wait a bit and see if they finally make a baby so I can put them into the actual iron farm. So right now it's not functional, but it's built up and ready to go. I have to make the storage system still, but I'm just gonna wait to put the villagers in first. But while we're waiting for that, I am going to start planning out a villager trading hall. I don't really know what I want to do. Also, I don't have a helmet anymore. I gave it to the zombie because I didn't want him to despawn or burn in the day. So he has a helmet now and I don't. It's okay, I still have my shield. It's not like the helmet was going to do too much. I think I want to build it right above this stuff, but I'm worried that the villager AI might interfere with each other. I'm not really quite sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure that if they can't see each other through the blocks, they won't interfere. I hope. That's the hope. Yeah, we're going to get started on that. I'm going to collect some materials, and it looks like these guys are actually, you know, making a kid, which is good. I'm gonna do some research, see if I can find anything that I like, and try to find like a block palette that I like for this, because we're in a snow biome. It's kind of hard to figure it out. I was thinking about building on the ice and making like a fancy ice castle and whatnot, but then I realized I don't have silk touch, so I think I'm gonna build it on the land over here and then build something else out here eventually. So after looking at some just images online, I think I've decided that I'm gonna wing it and do it on my own, because all these builds look extremely complicated and I don't know how to build those, so I'm just gonna do whatever I think looks pretty and good. So I have to decide on a spot over here. I should keep it near the villager breeder for ease of access, but I kind of don't want it in the spawn chunks due to, like, if I leave it and somehow my stupid brain just forgets to like close a door or something and they all die because they're in the spawn chunks for whatever the next 100 hours that I survive, yeah, that'll be real sad. At least if they're out of the spawn chunks, they won't have any chance of dying because they won't be like rendered in and they'll just be floating in the void pretty much. So I'm gonna get some materials. I also need to go back to my house. I kind of want to get another portal so that way it's easier for me to go back to my house, because it's a long way. I had to walk back and forth while I was building this, I think at least 3 times, and each time it took like a solid 15 minutes. So I think I'm gonna go try to find some obsidian, make another portal. I believe there's a lava pit somewhere nearby. Alright, I found a lava pit. I'm gonna mine some obsidian and I also need some gravel because I don't have any flint on me, and I'll see you guys when I have the portal. And another portal made. We'll see where this ends up for us. I need to check the chords and divide them by 8 to my house, so that way I don't end up at some random place and well, die. So I'm gonna take that track over there, and I'm gonna try to get some iron and stuff because I do need to dig the hole down, and we're also still just waiting for these guys to breed. I don't know if they made a kid yet. It doesn't seem like it. Oh great, we're still in a basalt delta and right on the edge of one. Okay, that is not good. I'm gonna cobblestone this off so I don't walk off and die. So we need to go that direction and that direction. That is not good, because that is just straight over lava. What the? Okay, maybe we can build a staircase all the way up there and just dig through, but then again, I only have this pickaxe and it has 33 durability, so maybe not. The nether track might not be viable quite yet. I might just have to walk. Well, at least we got the nether portal set up. I need these guys to make kids. Hurry up. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my house. I'm gonna smelt all this cobblestone because I've decided that I want to use stone brick as a part of the villager trading hall to make it look like a, I don't know, official building. And I'm gonna also use spruce wood and oak wood. But for now, I'm gonna go back, and if those guys haven't made, because they're in spawn chunks, so they'll stay loaded. If those guys haven't had any, if I don't have any other villagers, I'm going to probably just steal the ones from the village nearby and then eventually try to figure out how to fix the villager breeder. I'm not really sure what's going on. We're about at 7.5 hours. That means that the villagers have taken well over 3 hours to deal with. Alright, that's not too surprising. So right now I'm back at the house. I'm working on getting some wood, and I'm also cooking the cobblestone into stone over there so I can turn it into stone bricks so I can start making the building that I want to. My iron axe is about to break and I don't have any more iron to get more iron axes, and to be honest with you, I don't feel like going mining. I'm going to just probably make stone axes and deal with it. And then I've also made another diamond pickaxe because this one's about to break and I need to mine a bunch more. That's the last of our diamonds for now, but we can, once we get the villagers up and running, we can make a bunch of diamond tools for free from them, and then we can just use the grindstone to disenchant them and enchant them ourselves. So I'm not too worried about that. but we're getting pretty close to the villager part being done, and then I can start working on other things. I think after I tackle the villagers and make like a good set of armor, I think I want to make an actual well-made house. And I want to make it kind of big, but I also need to work on the Nether Highway and also need to defeat the Ender Dragon and get an Elytra. I think for now this is enough stone, so I'm going to start heading back to the villager breeder / iron farm and start building. We'll see if we have any baby villagers there, and if so, we'll move them into their chambers. But for now, plan is probably just to make the villager training center. Oh, found a buried treasure map. Maybe we can go look for this, but first I need to get back to the actual spawn point. We'll go drop off the stuff and then come back for the buried treasure. I have no idea why this isn't working. No, it's not. It's like not that sensitive either. Like it should be working even if I made a mistake somewhere, you know? They have vision of the beds. I'm just so lost because like... Yeah, no, that's fine. All this stuff is growing. I've given them more than enough potatoes to breed. It's like 12 per breed.
Maybe they just don't like each other, babe. You can't make them.
Have sex.
You can't force them to like each other. What if they're asexual?
Just make baby. I just need baby.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, they're breeding. They're like, oh, I...
A child! Maybe
Let's go!
It was me.
Please make more.
You can't make them have children.
Really? I think Minecraft says otherwise.
They're choosing to.
Uh-huh. No, I'll probably just keep this.
In the video?
Yeah, why not?
Hi.
I don't know what I was doing now. Oh yeah, I was starting to make the villager trading center. That's what I'm working on. Alright, so I'm gonna make the villager breeder or villager trading hall in the overworld. Maybe just on this would be kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. This is a nice little flat surface. I don't have to do too much digging. And it seems like there's a decent amount of space. And if not, I could expand it upwards or downwards. I think I want to go downwards though, because I think that'd be cooler. I want a floor for each thing, but the problem is librarians will take up so much more space because I want every type of book. So that's gonna take a little bit, and the librarians are probably gonna be like 3 floors, honestly. The first floor will be the farmers, because they'll have easy access to emeralds. 2, probably the toolsmiths, armorers, and the weaponers. I don't know what they're called. Weaponsmiths, maybe? We're calling them weaponers. And then the third and etc. are going to be the librarians. And whatever else we decide we need, because there are a ton of other stuff you can do with villagers in the game, we can always expand. No big deal. So I want to make this kind of like a winter lodge. I'm not following any sort of build palette or anything that I've found online. Oh, this is all watery. This will be fun. I'm not following any sort of build palette I found online. I'm going to try to build this by my own accord, so it's probably going to be a lot uglier than anyone's thinking in their head right now. We'll see how this ends up. Hopefully it'll end up okay, but I'm going to start working on it. I'm probably not going to finish it this episode because I want to work more on the actual technical parts of the villager trading hall, but definitely by next episode it will be 100% done. And my shovel just broke. Oh, what the? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, it's collapsing around me. All right, that's all done. I forgot. We have to go check out this buried treasure map. Yeah, might as well do it now while I don't have any materials. So hopefully we can find hopefully a diamond in it to, I don't know, make a jukebox or something. Hopefully some iron so we can make an iron axe and an iron shovel, so that way we can keep moving along without having to go mining. Because now that we know that the villager breeder is working, it's just basically a timer until they're done making 3 villagers, and then I have to make the storage system, which won't take too long. Probably take about, I don't know, 5 minutes to do that one. We're almost there, and I think it's right under here. So for those of you who don't know, there is a little trick that you can do. Hold on, let me make a door. There's a little trick that you can do. Once you find the chunk where the buried treasure is, you can go towards the area. You're gonna look for a spot that is 9-9. Gonna go right on that spot. You can see it on my screen. I will zoom into it. And once you find that, you just dig down right on that spot and the chest will be right underneath it. Every single time. Ooh, it's not bad, but it's nothing too crazy. The best thing is the heart of the sea, though. Alright, now we have 8 iron, so we can make some tools and work more on the villager breeder, or, oh my god, villager trading hall. Alright, so we've dug at the top of this. I'm gonna get started on building. I'm gonna make a little outline. I'm probably not gonna do a time lapse of this one because it's not gonna be done this episode, and it's gonna be a huge work in progress build. Well, I say huge, but it's gonna go down far, pretty deep, I think. So it's gonna be more of like a work in progress build. We'll update every once in a while because, you know, villagers take forever to breed apparently. Right now we still only have, I believe, 1 baby villager. Oh, we have 2. So we're gonna have 3, and then I'll come back to you guys when I have more progress on the build and when we are putting these 3 in and making when the storage system's made. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I've been working on this for a little bit. The side, I'll be the first one to admit, is really ugly. I need to figure out how to redesign this. As you can see, I'm trying to figure something out because I want to be able to see the villagers from this side because, well, it's already inhumane. Might as well, you know, give them a window to see the freedom that they don't have. But yeah, I want there to be a window every single one where the villager is, and right now it just looks ugly from the outside. So I'm experimenting with it. As you can see, I'm doing some random crap. I've pretty much settled on the fronts except for these things. I can't decide whether to face the stairs this way or face them this way. I'm leaning towards this one right now, but honestly, either way, I think it looks okay. I think that one does look better though. But yeah, that's the progress on this place. It's pretty much ready to start holding villagers. We could push them up here if there's enough. But I got good news. I have 3, count them 3. Oh my god, I can't get up here. Count them. Okay, you can only see 2. There's 3, I promise. There's 3 villagers in here. I promise that there's 3 villagers in here. Yep, right there. They're all grown up and ready to be put in the iron farm. So I am going to work on that now. I'm going to mine that down, create a storage system, a staircase, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. And boom, it's completely done. I set up this thing so it could transport the villagers straight out. I accidentally punched one, so hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. Right now the zombie is aggroed on me, so he's not jumping and trying to attack the villagers. So that's why there's no iron golem spawning. But other than that, the iron farm is completely done. In the center, you can see that there's the lava pit for the iron golems, and eventually they'll fall down and fall into the hopper. That's where the iron will be stored. I have a way down there. The reason it needs to be so far down, by the way, has to do with efficiency. So once the iron golem is a certain distance away from the villagers, they can spawn again, or an iron golem can spawn again. That way, it'll keep the rates as high as they possibly can for this small of an iron farm. I hope it still works, because this is a 1.16 version. I will leave the tutorial I used down below. It seems like they're panicking from the zombie, but they're not making iron golems, so I'm not really sure what that's about. But we'll give it a bit, we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, then I'll have to make a new one, which I hope I don't have to, because that could have to do with a complete redesign. So I hope this one works, but... oh, and it does! Let's go! Look at him, and down to pit he goes. And he's dying. Nice. So we'll let this run for a while. I'm going to keep working on my villager trading hall. And we'll see how much iron we have by the end of the episode, which I want to end this episode around the 10-hour mark. So we're getting there. Only an hour left. I'm testing Krisp out right now, which is an audio program that reduces background noise. I don't know if it's going to work too well, but we're going to give it a shot. So the iron farm's been running for about probably 10 minutes, and I already have a stack of iron, so at least we know it works, and it's working pretty well. I can finally make that helmet that I gave that zombie. I made some progress on villager trading hall. This is a design that I found online. I just replaced one of the stone with glass, and I also didn't like how it looked with the wood and stone alternating. So this is what I have now, except I'm missing a little block here. This is what the side walls are going to look like. I have to do the other one still. It shouldn't take too long. I just need to get some more materials and I should be okay. And I also have to work on what the roof is going to look like. However, the front is looking a little lackluster compared to the sides now. It's too woody, if that makes sense. And now that there's so much stone and like glass, the front looks too antiquated. So I need to rework on the front, but first I'm gonna build that side. It's only been 10 minutes since the last clip, so this didn't take too long. But I wanted to see how much iron was produced in 10 minutes since I used a whole stack of iron to make these lanterns, which is kind of crazy how expensive they are, but they look really nice. So let's check how much iron we have. A stack in 5. That is pretty good. Another one's dying right now. That's surprisingly good. This farm is working a lot more efficiently than I thought. I think this is more efficient than the other farms that I made. We'll take it. This guy's doing good work. It was worth the 5 iron for his helmet, and I think that's a stone pickaxe, actually. Let me just finish this sides of the place and figure out something to do with the front, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, I just finished the walls. I think I've decided to just like wrap it around over instead of how it looks in the back. I saved the back side so I could show you guys what it looked like before compared to now. It's too wooded, so I've changed the entire thing to be more like the design I found online. I will obviously put the picture on screen. I think I already did that. So I've just kind of followed that and wrapped it around, adding a little more custom thing in the middle. And so far it's looking not too bad. I am not sure what to do with these glass blocks in the middle here because I want a villager to be like right here. And this glass block is blocking it, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. I'll have to figure something out. Maybe I'll do something specific with the walls right next to it. But I'm going to finish the backside. So I was going back to build this, as I was saying earlier, and I see something in the distance. So I want to go check it out. I think that's just a broken ship, but I'm going to go put my stuff away and we're going to go look to see what we can find in it. Maybe we can find another buried treasure map. Maybe get some diamonds. We don't really need iron anymore. I checked in on the iron farm. It's made 2 stacks in the past 30 minutes, which is a lot better than I was expecting it to. So I no longer have the need for iron. I'm no longer iron deficient. Wait, I just realized how that sounds. I don't mean like anemic. I mean like Minecraft iron deficient, not... Yeah. Wow. What? This thing is like completely on the water. How? It's not sunk at all. Crashed into an iceberg though. Ooh, first chest. Nice. Ton of iron, ton of lapis, some emeralds. Take the chest with us. Should be at least one more in here. Another one. A buried treasure map. Let's see if it's a new one. It is a new one. Okay, so we're gonna go find that. And the last chest just has garbage in it. Alright, so what direction is this? We have a shield just in case we run into some baddies. 9, it's right here. Let's loot this real fast. Nice, there's a lot of stuff in there. Alright, pretty good. Let me break the chest so that way I don't accidentally find the same one again. We'll recoup when we get back to our safe spot. We're back at the villager area. So I'm going to sleep real quick, finish that back wall, and we're going to celebrate 10 hours, and we'll end the episode for today. The entire exterior is pretty much done. It's looking a lot better than I was expecting it to. I still need to work on the roof and what to do with it. I'm going to need to work that out. I definitely want to do stone brick on the edges, and then like wood in the middle. And then the interior very obviously needs a lot of work, but we'll do that after we put the villagers in and we'll start designing the areas around them. So like at the beginning of the episode, I was like, okay, I am going to make a hole and go all the way down to however far to make all the spaces. I want to put a villager in each one of these pens that there's a glass, and that'll be like way too many if I keep going down. So I'm thinking to start on the left side. I want like armor smiths over here, toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, and then on this side I want like the librarians. Actually, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, armors, farmers, and then on this side we'll start the librarians, and then the whole bottom floor will also be librarians. So on this side I want to decorate it very like in relation with their job. So it's going to look a little funky and a little ugly because this side's going to be all library and this side's going to be all complete mess of things like weaponsmith, toolsmith, blah, 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 blah. But I think it'll be kind of fun to do. And as I've said before, my building skills are not very good. So even if I did really try, I don't think it would look that good anyway. But I want to try doing something kind of fun with it. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan for this place. And everything else is pretty much done. We're coming towards the end of this episode. What we have to show for about the 10-hour mark is our villager breeder working flawlessly now. We have a ton of villagers in there. Our iron farm also working flawlessly. Kind of ugly, but that's why everything's underground. Making a decent amount of iron. That's pretty good. And that's mostly what we've done from today's episode. We also got some materials. We looted a couple ships, the water breathing potions, some TNT, 2 Heart of the Seas, which is pretty good. We can make that, the underwater beacon. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, and we got some gold, and obviously we have the iron. For next episode, I want this place to be done, at least the top floor of it. And I also want to start making those nether highways because it is a real pain going back and forth, and I'm going to need to use these villagers a lot. So we're going to work on that next episode, and then also enchanting. Enchanting is a main thing, but I also am going to work on a tutorial video for that, so coming out probably a little after the next episode. That's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.